Water use. Water flowing out via surface flows and groundwater. Some amount of water would flow as surface flow through streams. During monsoon seasons, the surface water would increase and a portion of the rainfall percolates into the soil and travels to the underground water. It can recharge the aquifers. We can use water for agriculture, for domestic purpose, for animals, and for industrial use. Water reaches the crops either through rainfall or the process of irrigation. If there is excess water, it will be flooded and it is not able to percolate below. And also, it would damage the roots. In other hand, in drought situation, if there is not enough moisture in the root zone, the crops will wither. Water used for domestic purpose and for animals. Water used for drinking, cooking, washing, cleaning, and for animals. Water is used for manufacturing processes. The challenge is faced by the industries is recycling of water and control of pollution. The question that we face today is the depletion of groundwater and a tendency not to care about the availability for future generations. Water used in Tungabhadra river basin. Tungabhadra shared by the three southern states Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and it is a tributary of the larger river system Krishna. It originates in the Western Ghats. It has catchment area of 71,417 square kilometers. The Tungabhadra basin has two parts, the upper and middle catchment in Karnataka. The second one is the lower portion of the catchment in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Since few decades, the water storage capacity of Tungabhadra dam is decreasing. 50 years back, dam's water storage capacity was 3,766 million cubic meters, whereas it is reduced. The main reasons are mining activities, dust, soil erosion, deposition of waste materials, and proper mining standards are not followed in iron ore extraction. And the mining of iron ore at Kudremukh and manganese in Sandur has seriously affected the stability of the catchments in the form of soil erosion and siltation of several reservoirs. Tungabhadra project was constructed and it was the joint venture of Karnataka, Telangana and AP. The upper catchment area is used for storage by water harvesting. The lower portion of the basin is characterized by lower rainfall and drought conditions. Tribunals have given judgments on the water sharing proportions, but still it is a burning water dispute among these states. The major crops grown include paddy, jowar, sugarcane, bajra, cotton and finger millet. These are the semi-arid crops. Although the area is ideal for semi-arid crops, the major crops grown demand a lot of water. Rational and equitable use of water. An example. Hiware Bazar village is an best example. Hiware Bazar is in Ahmednagar district in Maharashtra. It lies east in the rain shadow region which divides Maharashtra and the Konkan coast region. So, it is a drought prone area with a little rainfall of 400 mm. Hiware Bazar selected under the Adarsha Grama Yojana of Maharashtra government for watershed and all-round development of the village. The soil and water conservation works in Hiware Bazar were implemented on common lands and also on private grassland. Continuous contour trenches (CCT) were dug on the hill slopes to arrest the erosion of soil and to harvest water and encourage growth of grass. A number of water harvesting structures were also built in villages like check dams and percolation tanks. Plantation on forest lands and roadsides were also part of the program. And they were taken many steps for water conservation in Hiware Bazar. For example, the ban on borewells for irrigation and increased water availability has made a second crop possible due to normal rainfall, social control over groundwater extraction, and use no borewells for irrigation, and no water intense crops like sugarcane. Water for irrigation should be taken only through dug wells. They keep rainfall data to use it for crop planning and water use prioritization. As they plan according to water available, there was no shortage of water to drink even in years of continuous drought. At the time of launching Adarsh Gram Yojana, there were also some preconditions set for selection of a village. 4 bandis were made by Ralegaon Siddhi, experienced some preconditions set for selection of villages. The first one is the Kurhad Bandi. It is ban on felling trees. Second one, the Cherai Bandi. It is ban of free grazing. Third one, Nash Bandi. It is the family planning. Fourth one is the Nasha Bandi. It is the ban on liquor and Shramadan, voluntary work. Agriculture as well as animal husbandry was also developed due to Adarsh Gram Yojana. Small farmers mostly benefited. To develop employment opportunity in Hiware Bazar, special care is taken to develop dairy. Loans are given to buy animals to the small farmers. Due to improved productivity and availability of grass, these changes occurred. Water as common pool resource. Groundwater has become the main source, especially for domestic use and agriculture. When there is so much extraction, it affects others in connected areas. It affects the stock of water that would be available for the future generation. For the welfare of a broader community and the environment, some regulations are needed. The current laws about the groundwater in many states are both outdated and inappropriate. They were developed at a time when groundwater was a marginal source of water. Today, shallow and deep tube wells have the potential to draw a lot of water. Moreover, there are no laws and regulations that can determine on how many hand pumps and other tube wells can be sunk in a given area. Some support that groundwater is a public resource and some others support primacy of landowners' control over groundwater. Hence, laws are outdated and have to be modified.